This is Kusi Achampong. Today I'm talking about properties in marriages, how to manage properties in marriages. I've heard of situations where the man can buy a land and even build without the knowledge of the wife. I've heard of stories where the woman can also acquire land somewhere, fully build a house without the knowledge of the husband. If I give myself an example, when I got married, before I got married, I had only a car, an old car. I had not bought any land yet because I worked for a year and a half, then I got married. So I had not acquired anything, huge assets. So most of my assets now were acquired after my marriage. And we did it together. We even the registration name were done together, Mr. and Mrs. Kusi Achampong. Everything Mr. and Mrs. apart from the car. So, and because we have trust among ourselves, we trust ourselves. I'm not going to cheat on some of these things. So everything we do it together, and there is that trust. Now, that's why it's important for us to discuss some of these things even before the marriage. So, assuming the man before he got married has acquired some properties, he has some lands, he has some investments, he has some things that he owns, bought a car, and all that. How will that play out? How will that play out in the marriage? So, but before everything, we should discuss some of these things before even you go into the marriage. Discuss about acquiring properties. Will it be in the name of one person or should it be in the name of the two people in the marriage? Will it, if property has already been acquired, if the man has a land already, if the woman has a land already or has some other properties, businesses with some assets that are probably generating income or have the potential to generate some income in the near future. So if they are going to this marriage, is it important to discuss? Yes, I think it is important to discuss all these things and let the other party know. Somebody will just ask, is it good to let your would-be husband or wife know all your properties? I think that in the beginning, no. You have to probably be in that relationship for a while, and then you are sure of the intentions of the man. And then I think some of them you have to wait. There are some probably you will discuss early, but there are some you want to wait and see how the relationship will move on, because immediately you meet a person, that's not when you are going to now show that you have several properties, several things in your name. So if you know that the relationship has a future and is going to lead into marriage, then during courtship, some of these things can be discussed. You can lay bare your assets, and then the lady will also lay bare her assets so that you discuss it, how it's going to affect or influence your marriage. Very important you do these discussions before the marriage. But what if you're already married? You see, there are some families, my father told me of a story of a man and a wife. They had a house, then the woman business was booming. The woman bought a land, built a house without the knowledge of the husband. The husband had no idea. It was when the woman had completed the building that she asked the husband to go with her and see the house. And then she asked the husband to relocate to her new home, and the husband refused. And that has really brought a strain on that marriage. So as far as I'm concerned, I think that it's best if you are in a relationship, if you are married, to discuss some of these things, because if your wife or husband gets to know in future, it will cause a lot of problems. The particular story I gave, that really put a strain on the marriage, and the husband doesn't trust the woman anymore, because if you can build a full house and I'm sleeping on the same bed with you for 5, 6, 7 years and I didn't get even a hint of it, then it's a serious thing. that destroys every trust that has been built in that relationship. So it's important that we discuss some of these things, because definitely when you get married, you acquire some properties, you buy lands, you buy cars, you do certain things together. Let the discussions be, and let it be frank, open, and see how these things are done. And I think that nothing should be done in a secret. You shouldn't be hiding things, especially in a marriage. If a husband and wife are living together, there should be oneness in some of these things. Of course, it doesn't work as I'm saying. Some families, everybody, the man does his own thing, the woman does his own thing. Fine, if that works for them. But I think if you can do these things together, it helps strengthen the marriage, let the children see the oneness between the couples, and it affects the psyche and the psychology of the children, because they see that the parents are doing these things together, and it helps. So in respect to properties, we have to do things together, unless you see that this man or woman I'm dealing with has the potential to do something fishy. Even that, discuss some of these things, and be frank and open about some of these things, so that it doesn't destroy the marriage that you've built together. So that's my small take on properties. So that is it. Definitely you acquire some properties when you get married, and these things have to be discussed, and then you come to an agreement as to what you are going to do with these properties. Very, very crucial, very, very important, because this, if it's not managed very well, can cause problems. Kusi Achampong. Subscribe to this channel to receive notification whenever I upload a new video. You can as well share and like this video. God bless you.